Let's talk about ShipBob inventory management. In today's conversation, I want to do a full review of ShipBob inventory management. Is it really worth it, or are they trying to razzle-dazzle you? Let me first give you a glance into ShipBob inventory management. So let's say if you're looking for, if you're looking for a company to handle your customer order fulfillment, ShipBob is a great solution. But the question is, can it replace standard inventory management software? The answer is a little mixed. Okay, the thing is that if you're trying to find a way to make your e-commerce business run more efficiently, you have no doubt heard about the 3PL leader, ShipBob, right? So basically what they do is that they actually are storing your inventory, then ship that inventory directly to your customers. So ShipBob's software can potentially save your business money on storage and shipping costs, plus it elevates your customer service. And the fact that it offers also inventory management services is really, really fantastic, right? Not right. I'll dig a little deeper here. It's really important to understand that when you think about ShipBob inventory management, it's not really a complete inventory management system. I mean, I'm talking here about the technical aspect of things. I mean what it does for you. Okay, it doesn't fit the traditional meaning of inventory management software. But it does more. It does a lot of things, and I'll go into details later on. Okay. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. We love having this sort of conversations every now and then, and talk about inventory management, the best tools there are in the industry, the best capabilities, the best modules. Okay. So when you think about ShipBob, again, this is a 3PL leader. This is a 3PL provider. They offer you 2-day shipping, which is really one of the fortes. They do multi-channel integration, but it's not a full service inventory management solution. I just want to say that right off the bat. So if you came here and you were like sort of curious about the inventory management software that ShipBob has, it's not it's not a typical inventory management software tool. So basically, ShipBob will actually charge you for a lot of things. They'll charge you, for example, for receiving your invoice and your inventory. They'll charge you also for storing and also shipping your inventory. So it's important to really understand that, okay? But ShipBob is really sort of lending you its inventory management solution to kind of help you out, but it's not like a complete solution. So bottom line here is what? The bottom line here is that if you close your eyes and anybody sort of like is bugging you about what ShipBob inventory management is, just tell them that ShipBob is great for small e-commerce brands. I want to insist on that, small and e-commerce. So if you're like a retail, if you're a retail operation, you're not going to benefit that much from ShipBob. No. But if you are a big e-commerce brand, you're not going to benefit a lot from ShipBob, because we have done research and we have reviewed ShipBob on other shows. Basically, when you have a surge in activity, a surge in volume, ShipBob has had problems in the past handling that. Okay, so it's not really like, you have to really be very careful here. So ShipBob's main claim to fame is its order fulfillment and 2-day shipping. Essentially, when you sign up for ShipBob, you can distribute your inventory across the company's 8 warehouses in the US. So they have warehouses that are strategically located in the States. Okay, so that way what happens here is that no matter where your customers is located, they're close. So ShipBob is close enough to like whatever your customer is located, he or she is close enough to one of 8 ShipBob's location warehouses to receive his or her shipments within 2 days. 2 days. That's really the maximum. Boss, I want to remind you of today's topic. What are we talking about? We are speaking about ShipBob inventory management. This is a review, so I'm really going granular here to give you all the ins and outs about this tool. So basically, when you have this sort of a proximity to your customers, this is really good because it essentially allows you as a small business owner to offer your customer, Amazon level logistics without having to buy their own warehouses, without having to buy your own warehouses across the country. So as a matter of fact, I mean, in case you don't know it, Amazon does the same thing. It's called Amazon FBA. So basically, not just Amazon FBA, Amazon in general, okay? But the thing is that you still have the 2-day promise that Amazon started the whole thing with, and everybody's trying to copycat it, okay? So this is kind of cool. However, one thing I need to say is that I want to insist on that. ShipBob offers only basic inventory management features. So as an inventory solution, we really only recommend ShipBob to e-commerce merchants with very basic inventory needs. If you want a solution that organizes your supply chain, purchase orders, and B2B sales orders, or even B2B sales orders, ShipBob is definitely not the inventory management solution for you. Let me talk about the pros and cons. I'll first talk about the pros. So when you think about ShipBob, what are we talking about? First, we have the fact that it has 2-day shipping. This is really good. I've already talked about that. And this 2-day shipping is very strategic because it allows you, if you are a ShipBob client, to do a lot of things. Because see, the thing is nowadays, all customers have come to expect 2-day shipping. Can you imagine when the internet started like 20 years ago? Customers were really like more patient. Like, yeah, I'll wait for 1 month, whatever. When I get my orders, or I'll wait for one week. Nowadays, nowadays everybody wants their stuff right away. I mean, what's up with that? But hey, listen, this is a debate for another day. So 2-day shipping is really, really an important element. So basically, it's a winning factor for ShipBob. So you have that, and you have the multi-channel integration. So this is kind of cool. Again, if you are a small online retailer, let's say you have an operation on Shopify, on Wix, on Big Cartel, on GoDaddy Commerce, on BigCommerce, on WooCommerce, a small. I want to insist on the adjective here, small. If you have a small operation, you will love it. Same thing if you are on Amazon, you are on Walmart Marketplace, you are on Etsy, you are on eBay, you will still love it if you are a small operation. So if you're making more than a couple of sales per week, it may be overwhelming trying to get customer orders sent out on time. It has to be small. Okay, so this is important. Now, ShipBob addresses this by offering cheap warehouse storage and 2-day order shipment. So this ensures that your customers get the best possible experience on your site with minimal work on your part. And ShipBob can also integrate with all of your sales channels. So whether your company is selling products on social media, your website, or an online marketplace like Etsy, ShipBob on Etsy and Amazon, ShipBob can really handle your order fulfillment. Same thing if you're selling through an e-commerce platform, such as Shopify, such as BigCommerce, WooCommerce, and what have you. Okay, so ShipBob is there for you to kind of accompany you on your e-commerce journey. Let me talk about the cons here. What are the detriments? What are the disadvantages of working with ShipBob inventory management? First of all, it is expensive. So really, it's like, I mean, we said there is an affordable solution to store whatever your product, yeah, but there is a cost to it, and you got to be able to absorb that cost into your operation. It's not really like, cheap. Okay, so this is not like ShipBob is not like your Zoho inventory, where Zoho inventory charges you nothing as a starting price. No, you're going to have to pay something with ShipBob. Okay, and so the fact that it's not really a full service inventory management solution, you got to be really comfortable with that fact, because it means that you might have to add another plugin, or you need to have a third party add-on to be able to get the full inventory management picture if that's what you want. If you're looking to, if you want to have a full inventory management solution and you still want to have ShipBob, then you're gonna have to buy both services at the same time. So if you have the resources for it, if you have the financial wherewithal to sort of engage in that sort of duality, hey, listen, be my guest. Okay, so it's not a full service inventory management solution. And ShipBob in the past, I think I have alluded to this like a couple of minutes ago. ShipBob has had problems in the past actually fulfilling large orders, like during the holiday season, for example, where they have like a surge of orders. This, like, a lot of users actually reported some problems. So it is something that ShipBob is addressing. We know about it, but hopefully, the next time you have, if you decide to sign up with them, the next time you have a surge in activity, ShipBob is not really completely caught off guard. Okay, so they do have the resources to actually take care of you. They have the resources to actually provide the kind of services you need for your operation to run smoothly. So it is what it is. You have to really know that. So it's one thing that I really want us to insist here, though. I want to say that you're not going to be able to manage supplier relations. You're not going to be able to manage product orders. You're not going to manage inventory delivery. You're not going to get that. No. ShipBob is helping you a lot of things when it comes to storage, when it comes to tracking your order fulfillment. Yes, it does do a superb job at that. But if you want to go granular, if you want to go comprehensive, you want to do a month over month or quarter over quarter analysis, you will need a third party app. I want to talk to you about pricing. So when we talk about pricing, let's review the pricing, the plans that you currently have. One thing you need to understand here is that if you want to use ShipBob, you will first need to send your products to a ShipBob warehouse. Remember, as I think I told you earlier that you do have 8 search warehouses that are located in the United States, and those warehouses are located in strategic places. Okay, so that whatever your customer is ordering from, it is pretty much close to the nearest ShipBob warehouse, so that ShipBob can really get the order real quick to them. And so once ShipBob receives your items, you will pay a receiving fee to cover checking in and storing your items. From there, you will pay a monthly warehousing fee, which is based on the amount of space your products take up within the warehouse. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. What am I talking about? I'm speaking about ShipBob inventory management. I'm giving you a full in-depth review of this tool, so you have a clear idea, clear what ShipBob inventory management really is. Okay, so let me talk to you a little bit about the pricing of ShipBobs, how it breaks down. So you really have for receiving, they'll charge you $25 for the first 2 hours, $35 per hour thereafter. For storage, you're paying $40 per month per pallet and $10 per month per shelf. And you have $5 per month per bin. So this is really something you need to really think about. So you got to really do the arithmetic really well to make sure it works in your favor, because this cost that I'm telling you, they can add up real fast. Before you know it, you're paying $1,000 to ShipBob every single month. So be very careful here. So for storage, I just told you, for item picking, $0 per order for the first 4 picks, and then they start charging you 20 cents per pick for every item in the order thereafter. For standard picking, you have a $0 for plain boxes, mailers, tapes, and the dunnage. And in terms of shipping, this will vary based on your order's destination, weight, and dimension. So really, it's important to really understand that. Now, you do have free picking for up to 5 items per order, and plain packaging is included. But you'll need to cover shipping costs on top of your other fees, and you are completely reliant on ShipBob to pick the most cost-efficient shipping methods. What are the features we need to really talk about? Let's talk about the features here. So what are the key features in ShipBob? So as mentioned previously, the key selling point of ShipBob is its distributed inventory, which allows you to offer your customers a 2-day shipping. So when you sync ShipBob with your online store, what happens? What happens here that the system can identify where customers are located and route their order to the nearest warehouse with the customer's items in stock. If the warehouse is close enough, your site will offer a 2-day shipping option, because there are cases where it's not really interesting for ShipBob to actually offer the 2-day free shipping, because hey, listen, if somebody is somewhere in rural America and it's like a last mile delivery and it takes like a full day just to get to their place, is it really interesting? And can they do 2-day? Not necessarily. So those are things you have to think about, okay? So in addition to this optimized shipping feature, ShipBob also offers some basic inventory management features to complement its fulfillment solution. So using ShipBob's software, you actually can view the status of your inventory and current stock levels. From there, you can request inventory transfers between ShipBob's warehouses, bundle products for promotional deals, and set reminders to replenish your stock. The reason you want to ask for transfers is because you know where the orders are coming from. Like after a while, you can analyze your sales and see what really works for you. Okay, and you can really determine whether or not it's better to be maybe located, have certain goods, in a warehouse that is in New York City, as opposed to, let's say, in I don't know, in Atlanta, Atlanta for instance. And so ShipBob also offers some basic reporting features. For instance, you can search your orders to look up the status of customer shipments, handy when you are trying to answer customer service questions, right? And you can also use ShipBob's reporting tools to identify products with high cost and poor turnaround to optimize your business. And if you're willing to pay a little extra, you can also complement ShipBob's fulfillment solution with custom packaging. So this helps you actually build your brand and increase perceived product value, right? So you really want, if you want to invest in branding, for instance, then hey, listen, you have to actually pay for it, but you need to call ShipBob and they will let you know how much they're charging you for that ancillary service. Let me talk to you in today's to just close the conversation, to talk to you about the integrations. So the cool thing is that ShipBob is really cool in terms of integrations. I mean, and you prominently have integrations with e-commerce platforms to start with. And the cool thing is that you are able to, not just the platform, but also business services, including the following platforms. So for accounting and tax, you have Taxlar, Avalara, and Clearbank. For custom packaging and design, you have Packlane, No Issue, and Arca. For crowdfunding, you have Kickstarter, Indiegogo, CrowdOx, BackerKit, and WeFunder. And so this is something we love a lot because we love the fact that, especially that ShipBob integrates with crowdfunding campaigns, because this allows fledgling e-commerce companies to raise capital for their products while efficiently distributing rewards to donors who meet certain criteria. So this is really cool. You have e-commerce, another let's say integration category. So e-commerce, Shopify, Walmart, eBay, Squarespace, BigCommerce, and WooCommerce. You also have freight and shipping. So here in this category, you have ShipStation, you have UPS, USPS, DHL, FedEx, Flexport, and Freightos. For inventory management, you have Sin7, Trade Gecko, you have Stitch Labs, you have Scubana, you have Inventory Planner. For marketing and advertising, you have Mute6, ROI Revolution, you have Ad Quadrant, eHouse Studio. So I'm giving you names that maybe you have heard about or maybe you haven't heard about, but those names are biggie. There are biggies when it comes to, I would say, e-commerce platforms and business services. And you also have, for marketing and CRM, you have Georgia's, Simpler, Privy, Zaius, Klaviyo, and QuadPay. For returns management platforms, you have Happy Returns, Returnly, Aftership, and Loop Returns. So you can see that here you have a constellation of players that are really, bringing your game, your e-commerce game to the next level. So it's not just about inventory management. It's not just about, like ShipBob is not just offering you, like, let's say, the practical aspect of things, which is, picking, packing, and shipping. They offer way more in terms of more non-physical modules, non-physical value added, which in the end helps you add a lot of value to the way you interact with your customers, add a lot of value in the end to your customers, which is really fantastic. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just quickly talking to you about ShipBob inventory management. So this was an in-depth review. So we spoke about, I gave you a glance into the business, and I spoke about the pros, the cons, the pricing, the features, the integrations. So our question is it really a go or a no-go? ShipBob is really a go. We love the service. We love the added value. The only thing is you have to ask yourself whether or not you need a third-party integration. You need a third-party, I would say a third-party 3PL provider. If you do, then go with ShipBob, and then you can actually use their inventory management solution as an ancillary benefit. Okay, that comes with not the primary benefit, but the ancillary benefit that comes with the primary provision of service as a 3PL. Thank you. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.